Hey guys, welcome to today's video. As some of you might know, I am someone who buys the cosplays online just because I can't sew for shit. However, I actually did a video before about the first time I bought cosplays online, so if you want to go watch that, it'll be up here, I think. However, that video wasn't a review video of like, oh, this cosplay had this, this, and this, but it didn't have this. It's just, I like this cosplay. It looks good on me. A lot of people wanted me to do a bit more reviewy videos, like actually critiquing whether or not the stitching's good or if the costume was correct, and if that's what people want, I guess I can be critical. So although people want to know more about the cosplay costumes, I thought I should also talk about the contacts that I got. They are all from Unison, and I am actually an affiliate, Toryn 10 for 10% off the entire purchase. I fucking love these, so you can go for contacts that are a bit more like mine where you can tell with the black ring that's not real, or you could go for contacts that don't have the black ring and are, you know, more realistic. It really depends on what you want. And also, they do come with prescriptions, some of them don't, so you don't have to stress about, you know, ruining your eyes, because if they don't have a prescription, then... They also have certain contacts for astigma and I don't know eye disorders. I'm just gonna put a screenshot here. So they have something for everyone. Prescriptions, no prescriptions, certain eye shapes, more realistic, less realistic. Personally, Unison has always been great to me. I ordered from them twice now. I actually have a video about one time I did a Unison haul. They were super sweet. They gave me free contacts. Like, free contacts. So yeah, Toryn 10 for 10% off. That's my contact review. So for the sake of this next part, we're gonna be measuring myself. So my chest is about 34 inches. My waist is about 26 inches, and my hips are about 30 inches. So, 30-inch hips, 26-inch waist, and 34-inch chest. That's kind of the basic measurements you get for a lot of sites. You can also do your arm length, your pants length, and what have you. But for the purpose of this video, and just so that you don't have my entire measurements, those are the three we're going to work with. Also, I'm 5'8", if that helps. If that helps. Some of these are trench coats, of course that's going to help. But the reason why I'm measuring myself now is because, unlike Easy Cosplay, where it's just one company making you cosplays, and, you know, once you get your sizes, you're good. Like, I'm a small on Easy Cosplay. Aliexpress isn't just one company, it's a place for... It's like a mall, where every cosplay you see can be from a different store, and so they all have different measurements. First up, from New Cost Factory store, is the large My Hero Academia gym uniform, which I've been wearing this entire time. Personally, I really like this one, and I tend to have it tucked in, but if I have it loose, I don't know, it looks a bit more weird. I feel like I'll only have it loose if I have this unzipped, but it's a pretty good costume. My only complaint with this is that just today, I've already had to pull a few strings off, so it does have a tendency to fray. But, you know, it's got a great design. It's obviously to the show, and the zipper is amazing. The sizing is great. We'll compare my measurements to the store measurements. I'm pretty sure I did size up. I feel like if I did a medium, I would have been alright. When I was ordering this, a lot of people in the reviews were talking about how, although it fit, it was like, fit. Also, although you've got a stretchy waistband, the uniform... the uniform does not like if you have a big behind. Yeah, I guess that's the best way I could put it. The uniform is more like blocky than curvy. Yeah, that works. It's pretty good, and honestly, the fact that I sized up and it's a little bigger than me, it's kind of giving me motivation to work out and actually fill this out. But if you go for your actual size, I do feel like it's gonna be snug on you, which some people like. I'm personally a fan of baggy stuff. But yeah, again, my measurements compared to the store measurements and where I would have landed versus what I have. 360. Yeah. 5 out of 5 because I knew I wouldn't like tight things, so I always end up sizing up. Even if the reviews tell me not to, I always end up sizing up. So you know, it fit me. It's exactly what I ordered, and aside from the fraying, which honestly it's fine because I pulled a shit ton of strings out this morning and it's still together. 10 out of 10. Wait, I just said 5 out of 5. Alright, so this is something that my friends tell me that I shouldn't be happy about, but I am in love with it. So this is the... I didn't actually look this up. This is the medium My Hero Academia Dabby costume, obviously, from Mick Costumes' official store. And it actually did come with a white top. I just didn't want to completely change. I actually do love this white top just because it prevents me from ruining my own and, you know, Dabby's purple makeup. It goes up to like here instead of down below, which, you know, Dabby's shirt's a bit more loose, so I should probably just get a bigger shirt, honestly. But yeah, this is the Dabby cosplay. Pretty fucking awesome with the designs, and even at the bottom, if you want it to be more flowing, you can undo these and make it more loose like that. So here's my measurements compared to the store measurements. Every comment in this review section was actually telling me not to size up because it was perfect for them. However, and this is exactly why my friends tell me I shouldn't be happy about it, I sized up purposely just because I really like big stuff, and I know trench coats are meant to be bigger than you because it's a trench coat. However, I am a fan of buying trench coats that are way too big for my person. So with that being said, I am 5'8", and although the trench coat doesn't hit the floor, the little toggles and stuff, those do trill across the ground. So, you know, was that a mistake on my part? Possibly. Do I still love it? Absolutely. And when you wrap it around like that, like, it is pretty to your body, but I feel like if you were to get your actual size, it's not gonna be too tight, especially with the pants, because I gotta loop that shit around just because it's so big on me. Am I going to take off my pants on For the review purposes, this is where my hips end. You have about you can fit about 2 hands in here, in the medium one. So I feel like if you were to size up, obviously they give you a belt, and it doesn't make much of a difference really. Like if you get a bigger size and the pants are big, you're not really gonna notice it. So definitely, if you're like me and you like sizing up for things that you shouldn't, it's not gonna be a problem. But if you size to the correct one, it might just, honestly, it might just fit you better. I don't think it's gonna like suffocate you though. Also, in the reviews, a lot of them said that it came with a smell. Mine didn't, but I think that's just because I'm in Canada and it's colder, and this material holds in heat and smells a lot, so yeah, just try not to sweat. I totally forgot to mention with Davi's thing because I was just in love with it. The straps are pretty great. As you can see here, they're not like sewn on, so it does give that looser effect. This is like this squishy material, so it's not like styrofoam and you're gonna snap it if you bend it. And a shit ton of buttons for like depending on how loose you want it to be. And honestly, my only complaint would be like, if you do start to sweat, it's gonna keep it in. If you overheat, it will like conserve that heat, because obviously it's also black. But then when I actually start to use my arms and stuff, it actually goes down to... Jesus Christ, I keep... How long was I recording for? I forgot to say with the Dobby one, 5 out of 5. I fucking love the Dobby one. However, with this one, which I think you can already guess, it is the Ouran High School Host Club uniform, a medium, and it is from Sean Mancoster. I think the X is meant to be an S. Name's already over here and everything, so I'm gonna say right now, this is the one I like the least, but again, like with my last video, I like the Akashi one the least, and I still fucking love it. I love this, however, I found a few problems with it, just personally. Well, first of all, let's talk about the good things. The fact that this is an amazing shade of blue, and also the emblem is actually the right colors and stuff. I did the tie a bit too long, but that's just because I can't do a tie. And yeah, it comes with the coat and the tie. You see how like when I start talking and stuff, my arms move and then it goes down to like a good resting spot. However, with this being normal and this being like super long, if I were to have gotten a smaller size and have this like be closer to my waist, I feel like the arms would have gone even lower on me. And maybe that's just because I have long arms, like. So for me, that was just an issue, just because it's so big on me when you look. Oh wait, I need to. When you look down, the bottom part is like so big on me. Like it goes standing straight, it goes up to my mid thigh, and then if I like lean to the side or something, it goes down to my knees. But aside from the sizing issue, it's just probably just me being strange. I mean, look at my side profile. This is nothing. Aside from me just being me, it's a pretty good cosplay. But however, one of the buttons did come off as soon as I opened up the package. But it's still a pretty good cosplay, and you can obviously sew that back on, and you know, honestly, just sew this together so it's more fitting. But with buying things online, you don't really want to. You don't, or you really don't know how to sew things. Luckily, I have friends who can, but if I didn't, then I'm just like in this really big piece of cloth. Again, still really good cosplay. I'm not hating on them, it's just, from my own personal experience, that's the 4 out of 5. Last, but certainly not least, from QQ... is Rin Okumura's outfit from Blue Exorcist. And kind of like Suko in my last video, he was someone that I was told to cosplay rather than someone that was like high on my cosplay list. I do love Rin, but I don't know, he wasn't really someone I thought I would cosplay just because. And before I forget, this is a large. This is a large. So like the fact that this is a large and like it goes to my side perfectly, the arms are perfect, and like this. But yeah, Rin Okumura's costume, although the coloring's a bit off, the fact that it looks as great as it does is enough for me. If I had to penalize anything, it would be that these slots are a bit tiny for how big the buttons are. I mean, it definitely makes sure that like it stays in when you button it. I love the way the tie looks, but the texture that it is, because I don't know how to tie a tie, it makes it a lot harder for me to actually tie it. With the pants, kind of like Dabi, if I weren't to use the belt, which I am using from Dabi's by the way, it would be definitely a lot bigger. I feel like these cosplays go for bigger pants, like width, but not for stretchiness of the ass. I mean, this one definitely has a lot more room, pardon my language. I don't think the mannequins have an ass, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I really like the way it looks. I haven't had any problems with fraying or loose buttons, and it's to my measurements. Like, the lowest it goes, standing up, is like to where I normally put my hands in my pockets, and if I were to bend, then that would be my mid-thigh. So it's pretty good in proportions, and when I do my arm thing, it's like to the way my arm normally does when it pushes up shirts, which, again, is perfect with the rest of the proportions. Here's my sizing with the cosplay sizings. 5 out of 5. Oh Jesus, I couldn't do that anymore. It's getting hot. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I did, basically trying on all of the cosplays that I had, and then I like these videos because it lets me show off the cosplays that I want to do, as well as showing other people where I got mine if they really like it. Although this is my experiences with my body shape and the packagings that I got, if you get it, you might get something even better, or hopefully not, even worse. Because I do feel like with some of this, like the Ouran one, the button fraying was just shipping. Everyone's experiences are different, every store is different, just make sure to read reviews. I need to actually do my reviews for these cosplays. I did leave a basic, this was good for me, this wasn't good for me, but now that I have this video recorded, I want to go back and like drop this, because photos, when people leave photos or videos for their reviews, I am in love. Again, even if it's just this was too big on me or this is too small on me, that is still a great review just because it helps other people get the sizing that they need. Especially if you leave your measurements, those people are fucking god tier. If you like the cosplays that I tried on, right now conventions aren't a thing, but I do have a TikTok. All my social medias would be links below. And if you like this video, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below if you would like another video like this, or just any kind of video you want to see me do. And subscribe if you're new. I hope to see you again in the future, and I hope you enjoy what's to come.